Our job is to prepare students for the future, not for yesterday. What does that mean for our libraries? Make sure to stay till the end of the video and I'll let you know. Libraries were originally created to house literature for passing down knowledge, but they quickly became much more as the public eventually gained access. These became great places of gathering, community, and debate. Libraries are where deep learning happened, and it was the main vessel that passed down knowledge. Knowledge was first chiseled out on stone tablets and eventually moved to our modern day paper over 2,600 years later. Over the last 50 years, we have seen a rate of technological advancement far greater than any other era in known history. The amount of knowledge we hold has also exploded exponentially, and most of this is now housed on servers on the internet. We have gone from Pong to fully immersive virtual reality in a blink of time, and we can see no slowing down in the near future. So how do we possibly prepare students for the future when things are changing so fast? We lean into our school libraries and our teacher librarians as we celebrate the transformation into a library learning commons. Library learning commons are a centralized response to a changing world, an adaptive learner, and new understanding of technologies as it integrates into our world. Library learning commons embrace what is still good and relevant from the classic library model and continues to reinvent itself to explore the current and new ideas and tools. The idea of a library learning common is far beyond a library with a computer lab. It becomes a place where students and teachers come to engage in new materials, learn new skills, use new tools, and be inspired. The term commons derives from the medieval gathering space or market. The village common was traditionally a place to graze livestock, stage festivals, or meet neighbors. This concept of social unity unifies the philosophy of the modern learning commons, which is a flexible environment built to accommodate multiple learning activities. But a learning commons is much more than a room. It calls for the creation of new environments that improve learning. It is about changing school culture and about transforming the way learning and teaching occurs. Gone are the days of the shush room. Say hello to the collaboration, cooperation, and future working generation. A library learning commons is a bustling room of activity. Public libraries across the globe have led the way as many are shifting to a library learning commons space. Public schools have also acknowledged this is the way forward and have begun to make the pivot. Some things that may be included in transitioning to a library learning common are rebranding of the library to a library learning commons, increased access to technology, flexible seating, lunchtime clubs, increased collaboration with teachers from the teacher librarian, teacher-student workshops, media labs with green screens and recording tech, virtual augmented reality, meeting places, iPads and Chromebooks, maker spaces, the creation of digital library learning commons, and so much more, especially as things change. Library learning commons are relatively new. However, they have been around long enough for us to understand their impacts on students. Studies have been done to show there is an increased performance on achievement tests, regardless of socioeconomic demographics. They also show increased social activity as the library learning commons brings more opportunity for building connections and developing skills in collaboration and information technologies. Library learning commons more effectively prepare students for the future using most current technologies, tools, and methods. This is one of the most effective uses of funds, as a whole school has access to the library learning commons and can use the space for whatever individual teachers and students need, while also being able to access the teacher librarian, who can then bring resources and teaching up to the next level for classrooms. Regardless of what research shows, there are still many schools and districts across North America that have made decisions to cut library programs due to funding, lack of trained teacher librarian professionals, or the belief that the function of the library can now be accessed all online. Once a library program is gone, it becomes increasingly difficult to put a library learning commons or library back into a school. We now know that a library learning commons is the way forward. We know they improve academic learning, increase collaboration, increase equitable access to technologies, and we know they build skills students need for the modern world. How do we prepare students for the future to the best of our abilities? We invest in our library learning commons, and we create an amazing space for everyone.